Yes, thank you. Here on the start line with Victor Palovaara. We've had a little look and it's quite grippy at the start lines. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it looks grippy now, but I think but when the sun's out now, it's going to slicken off a little bit. So I think it's going to come together a bit more than it looks now. But it's normally a bit grippy here, and no, it's good. The track is good, nice and smooth, and it's slicker than the few years I've been away now. It's a lot slicker than last time, so it's a very good home track.
And do you like the starts being grippy or slick? How would you prefer them?
I like them, like, maybe not too grippy, but like it is here, it's good, I think, and it's a bit different to back home when we get the deep ruts and stuff. Here it's more like you have to find a fresh spot and find some dirt on it, but I think this is good. It's like, has a little bit on it, but not too much, so it can be, if it's too much, it can be quite, you lift too much when you have such a big sprocket as you do here.
So is there much preparation for the start line before you set off from the tapes? Is there much to do in your rut?
Not really. It's when you're over here, I feel like it's less to do when you don't have too much ruts going on. It's more find a spot where it's like you have a little bit of like clay in it, and then just try to see if you find something
just to give
ahead.
You that push out.
Get a good jump, and that is not too slick ahead of you.
Cool. We'll have a walk down to the first corner and the rest of the track. So your first meeting here against Glasgow. Decent return on the night. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was okay. It was then I was alright in the beginning when I had some grip on it, but once it slickened off, I struggled to get away. So, but I think it's going to come down to like just get more meetings under my belt and just get back into it again. I feel like it's a bit different to ride here than back at home. So, but I've done it for a few years, so it should be alright now when we get more into the season. So,
what has brought you back to the British racing?
It's definitely the amount of meetings you have here. I want to race a lot more, and I don't know, I really enjoy British Speedway. It's like, it's always fun to come, and I think riding for Edinburgh especially, it's quite easy with the travel. It's close to the airport here and quite easy from Sweden as well. So it's enjoyable, and it's good people around the track. So just very much enjoy it.
And you said about the British racing, is that because it's a different variety of all the different tracks, which do make you that better rider for riding on the continent, and then when you come back here you can just learn your different skills for every track you go to? Yeah,
exactly. It's like a lot more, like, I feel like it's a lot more up to the rider when you ride over here. Sometimes when you come to like Sweden, but especially Poland, it's a lot down to the bikes and just be quick and light. Here it feels like if you don't put the back wheel where you have to have the back wheel, it's tough to score the point. You can get past quite easy. So I like when you have like Edinburgh is a technical track, and I really like those type of tracks.
Like we've just seen this coming out of the second turn there. Yeah. Are you a rider that knows to get down on that inside? Is that something you spoke about with the team, or you know from past experiences around here that that's the place where you can make them passing opportunities up the inside? Or is your new teammates, are they giving you pointers of where to be?
Yeah, a little bit. You watch previous meetings, like especially from last year. You see, especially out of like bend 4, you can if you stay on inside there, many riders leave a gap out there, and you can come on inside there. I've seen Paco do it a few times. So he's
quite
good
a specialist at that.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I struggle a little bit with if I run in like a little bit too hard. I tend to miss the corner a little bit, so I have to let the bike run. But I think I'll work on it, and hopefully I can stay on the inside a bit more, and then just try to work on the stars. That's my strong part. So I'll try to be in front straight away. Then it's a little bit easier.
It's so much easier, especially around a little track like this. You don't have to overwork too much. When you're in the front, you can just ride your own race. But,
exactly.
So when you find the grip, you'll just ride it inside, outside. You'll just find out where it is during the races until you get a good feeling of this for you being your home track. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I think it's good for being so small and tight. It provides you with a lot of lines. You can, like I said, come up on the inside, but you can also like send it quite wide. And this corner looks a little bit slicker than that one. If I may
that one is always a little bit more, but
it's a little bit.
Yeah, I think
not as much material on this corner.
No, exactly. But normally this one you get the shade here a little bit more, so that always looks when we walk it a little bit more, but they turn out to be quite the same, and
that's good.
It's very nice, like very nice and smooth.
This part here coming out of the inside, this
grippy,
looks that's very grippy. You've got to be trying to get yourself to that. Surely.
Exactly. Stay there in front of the bike so you don't end up lifting coming out, because then you lose. If you do a good corner, you lose everything if you end up lifting out of the corner here. So.
But you can gain so much if you can hit it right.
Exactly. Yeah. It's all about getting the wheels in line here, and then you can just because you have quite long straights, so then you can line it up and just try to dive underneath someone.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for taking us on a lap of your new home track in Edinburgh, and I wish you all the best for tonight's meeting.
Thank you.
And yeah, give it all you've got. Back to Paul in the studio.